Greetings, New Zealand naturopath Eric Backer. Thanks for catching up with me again with another video. Got another question here from a patient in the States. Eric, in what ways will Candida reoccur in my body? So this person's wanting to know if they get rid of a Candida problem, or a SIBO problem, or a parasite problem, for example, how can they stop the recurrence of this issue? Well, it's not a problem. It's easy to do that. You've got to get your health to a high state. Okay, you've got to have a very powerful and strong immune response. Your immune response is the only thing keeping you alive right now. When you become immunocompromised and your immunity goes down, you can pick up any kind of bug around you. So you need a powerful immune response. The heart and soul of my work is improving people's digestive system's health to a very high level, because I know that when the internal part is fixed up, the external will regenerate and become fixed in its own right. So it's all about digestive rejuvenation. Sometimes stool testing will help to find, if there's any bugs or specific problems with you. I recently, today, got a stool test result back from a patient who's had mucus in his throat and a chronic sinus problem for about 25 years. And we found a bug called Pseudomonas aeruginosa in his stool. So, which is not a common one. Pseudomonas, that particular Pseudomonas is not common to find in the average person. I find it in cystic fibrosis patients or emphysema patients, people with bad, chest infections. I find it in HIV positive people. So sometimes testing is a very powerful way to identify something that really needs to be picked up. So if you feel you've got a recurrence or you go back again, retesting after you've initially tested is a very good thing to do. But the best way to stop recurrence is to stop doing the stuff that got you there in the first place. So if you were taking courses of antibiotics for, say, acne or skin problem, if you had recurring urinary tract infections, you was taking trimethoprim antibiotic, if you've been on the oral contraceptive pill for years and developed thrush or yeast infection, you know what I mean? If you come out of hospital and you had treatment and you developed yeast infection, try and understand how you got this darn thing in the first place. That will put you in a good position not to go back there again. When I was a young guy, I've mentioned this before in videos, I was a shift worker working in a flour mill. And it was a crappy job, dusty job. And I had, and my girlfriend, I had a lot of relationship issues when I was quite young. High stress, I lived in a moldy building. When it rained, my bedroom would get an inch of water in it. So all the conditions were right for a fungal infection. And then when I got a chest infection, the doctor gave me antibiotics for 10 days. And that basically was the straw that broke that humpback whale's back. Okay, it just snapped. That's how I got sick. And I got really sick. Suffice to say, I've not been on antibiotics now for over 30 years. I won't touch that crap anymore. I've had dental work done, I've had all kinds of procedures done. I will not touch those poisons anymore in my life. If I did develop, say, bronchial pneumonia, I wouldn't hesitate to take an antibiotic. If I had a serious septicemia or blood infection, I would not hesitate. But I don't believe antibiotics are really a valid medication for me personally. And I think you want to think twice about taking drugs that kill life as well, right? Think about how you got this Candida. Was it a crappy lifestyle? Was it junk food? What were you doing that contributed to the Candida, that built it up? Don't do that. And then you won't get it back when you've nailed it. That's all I'm going to say. Click on the link below if you haven't got my report already. Don't forget to check out my quiz. If you go to yeastinfection.org, you can read a lot of articles on there, and also you can do my quiz to see if you've got Candida. It might give you an idea, especially if you think you've got recurrence. And don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for tuning in.